Afternoon. Just to set the scene, I was having a discussion with my girlfriend about what would be the best sort of weapon if you were going to be running through a trench, or close combat, going into a building, having to clear that out. And she was adamant that the handgun would be the best thing to have, and I was adamant that a shotgun would be, in my opinion, pump action or an auto shotgun with some buckshot in. I don't think you're going far wrong with that. So this is a very unscientific way to try and demonstrate my point. Unfortunately, I don't have a handgun, and unfortunately my land's only rated for the use of 2.2. So I'm just going to compare from sort of 10, maybe 15 yards, one shot on each bottle. Got one there, both have about 2 litres of liquid in them. The difference between a single projectile, such as just a single bullet, and what a shotgun 12-bore. And as I say, it's unscientific, but I'm going to be using a 2.2 with expanding, one round of expanding ammunition. I'm going to use that on the milk jug there, and then I'm going to use a 12-bore number one shot 42 gram load, which is quite powerful. It's not your average game load. Most people in the UK use about between 28 and 32. Number 5, number 6 shot, so it's just a bit heavier, but like I say, it's not scientific, but it's going to give you an idea of at close range how the different weapons impact on targets and their effects at close range. So I'm just going to show you the weapons. Okay, so the weapons we've got out here today are an under and over Beretta shotgun and a Ruger 10-22 2.2 carbine. Like I say, this is completely unscientific. 2.2 isn't the most powerful round in the world, but I still wouldn't like to get in the way of it. And the 12-bore sort of considered the I suppose the standard size most people would use for hunting and the military use for combat, but at least it just gives us something to draw a comparison and show how the different projectiles impact on the target. So I think there's the bottles. I'm not going to go much further than this, which is probably about 10 yards. It's quite close. I'll shoot each one individually, and then I will have a look at the damage. Okay, so up first we'll have the 2.2 on this milk carton that you can see now. So as you can see, that knocked it clean off. It's emptied all the 2 litres out. Shot hit low here, I don't know if you'll be able to see very well, just there, and it's torn the whole of it open in the back. I mean, there are obviously natural weaknesses in the design when impacted quite heavily, but nonetheless, I wouldn't want to get in the way of it. But it's a single hole, single exit, which is there, I believe. Plenty of force in that. Right, let's move on to do the other 2 litre with the number 1 shot. So there we go. I think there's quite a bit more oomph in that. And as you can see, the bottle is shredded. Maybe some of the balls flit around there. Yeah, there's a couple. Absolutely wompified it. I think it took out half that little molehill there as well. It's just wrecked it. Balls everywhere. I think there's probably a 10-inch maybe spread of shot at that range. You can just see where my kit is just down there. It's about, might not even be 10 yards. So just shows if you're in an enclosed environment, that's hitting with a lot of force. I was quite impressed how much that jumped up. and it was knocked over and all of its contents spilt. A lot more impressive and dramatic than the 2.2. Obviously the 2.2, although it is a military calibre, well, just slightly smaller, the current military rounds, the 2.23 and the 7.62, are going a lot faster and carry a lot more energy, so would impact a lot harder on targets. But still, I know, I wouldn't want to stop any of them, but at close range I think a shotgun is one of the more effective ways of clearing a room. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you've got any comments, please feel free. So, just to finish that off, would I use a shotgun if I was going to have to be in a trench or in a building, as we discussed with trench fighting in an earlier video? Probably, I would. Hope you've enjoyed this. Speak to you later. Bye.